Hello again, YouTube. Truth Man here. So I want to talk about the cold approach and the things I think are the same, the things I think are different, the things where I might agree with, say, like a Mr. Lucario, and the things that I might agree with, say, a Coach Greg Adams. Like I done listened to all these guys, and most of them, there's something that I agree with them, and there's something I disagree. The things, we're going to talk about some of the things I agree with to start out. And then we're going to go into some methods. Because y'all know I'm the solutions channel. I don't grift. I give you stuff that you can try and see. And when it works, just remember your boy. So, cold approach works differently in 2023, but it still works. And you don't want to spend all your time focusing on getting with women. We say this all the time. But like when you think an opportunity might be there, or what done happened over here? They done robbed the bank. They done robbed the armored truck again. I'm telling you, they be tripping in Milwaukee, y'all. This Tulsa is like the outside of Milwaukee. But we're going to get into it. So I heard Mr. Lucario say something that I agree with. And he said that guys basically are scared to talk to women. I think that's the large part of it. And that's why the first thing I'm going to say is you got to build your confidence to the point where when you get rejected, because you will, it don't hurt your feelings. You move on. You try again. Don't ever look at any of these women in any race like they better than you. They just choose you or they don't choose you. That's all it is. It's a yes and no. And we're going to get into some things that you could say to them possibly too. It's not about fat and skinny. It's not about rich and poor. It's simply yes and no. Whether you rich, they could say yes and no. Whether you poor, it's simply yes or no. People try to make it about money because when they got money. Yeah, you might have money, but you too skinny and everybody don't like skinny. You too short, everybody don't like short. You too tall, everybody don't like tall. You fat, you got a fat neck, you got that line going back across the back of your head. So everybody ain't choosing you, just like everybody ain't gonna choose me or anybody that will hear this. You never see yourself as inferior to any of these guys. I don't care if Austin Denham, nothing against him, I agree with a lot of stuff he say. I don't care if he show you 1 million DMs. Everybody ain't choosing Austin Denham. Some people will choose you over him. That's the way it is. Some girls will be your girl and reject him if you try to get with him. Some won't. That's just the way it is. When you're dealing with women, you're dealing with uncertainty. Let me say that again. When you're dealing with women, any type of dealings with women, you're dealing with uncertainty. And you got to learn how not to worry about the uncertain. You'll mess your life up fearing the unknown. So I agree with Mr. Lucario. Some guys be scared. Get rid of that fear. You see somebody, next thing, I don't think you always have to have choosing signals, but they are good. They are good, because sometimes people give you false signals. I agree with him on that. You shouldn't always need choosing signals to go for yours. Like, that's the way it is. Like, next thing, me personally, this is me. I don't believe in flaunting what you got. I believe in just being clean when you dealing with them. Don't ever try to get with a woman when you not clean. If she ain't trying to get with you, don't wait till you clean to talk to him. The best times, I was saying, when you got that fresh outfit on and them fresh shoes. That's just me. I don't believe in flaunting, but I believe in going for yours mainly when you clean. That's just me. So, but if you got that mouthpiece, if you got that, you know how to interact and react to your dynamic in your dealings with women, it won't matter as much. So I agree with them on that. Let me tell you where I agree with Coach Greg and some of the other guys that say when you got the resources, you leverage your options. I think that's effective. Like it is. The only thing about it, you're going to get a lot of superficial women. But if you the type, you just want that one thing from them, hey man, that's you. You're going to stand before God. Man, the Most High know you want to smash. So how you choose to do it and how you choose to go about it, that's on you. But getting that leverage through getting the resources is going to open up a higher percentage. You still going to get turned down, but I would say if you driving a Lamborghini or a Ferrari, you'll have to say less than if you driving a Chevy Equinox. That's just the way these people superficial, man. But you also gonna be a target. So when you meet up with people, you gotta be more careful. You gotta be careful anyway. You got them resources and you flaunting them. That's why I don't believe in flaunting them. You gonna have to be extra careful. And this is where I agree with Jason Black, the business. That's a safety risk. Just trying to be around anybody. You gotta take your time and be patient in your dealings. And sometimes it's good to get turned down. I mean, it is. Y'all talking about all them crazy ones, just that. Hey, man, I wouldn't want to get with nobody that I think might try to hit me in the head with a bottle if she get mad at me. That's a DV charge, because if she hit me in the head with that bottle, I'm going to want to retaliate. So you don't want to get, me personally, I don't believe in the crazy one. Now, if they're a little weird, I'll deal with that. But I don't want to deal with crazy, somebody trying to stab me and stuff. Nah, keep that. I can jack. So, a lot of these guys, they say things. This is why you got to be able to pull. I'm going to try this. I'm going to try that. Like, if you try to talk to somebody and they act like they're in a hurry, they reject you, that's the way it is. That's just the way it is. You try to talk to them and they have talking, you say things like, so is that a no? If I give you my number, you gonna call me later? Ignored. Oh, so is that a no? Okay, cool. Nice talking to you. If she tries to critique anything that you say to her because you not like the guys that she like in the conversation. Let me give you an example. Let's say she a ratchet, like a hood chick, and you ain't using all the bro and fam and all that. You just come to her with regular words because maybe you ain't that type of guy. She try to criticize you, look at you, give you a funny look. You could either say, why you look at me like that? Or you can end the conversation. Like, I see you ain't trying to talk. End the conversation. The longer they give you, the longer you stay in the conversation. Me personally, I don't believe in getting their number because it's going to make you look thirsty. I believe in giving them minds. You don't want them all calling your business phone. You should have 2 phones. Give them the number that you feel comfortable with them calling, or like give them some one number, some the other number. But me personally, my opinion, I don't believe in getting a number because that's going to give them the opportunity to reject. Me giving them my number, the rejection is going to be on both sides. Like, it'll give me the opportunity to reject, even though they still had the opportunity to reject. And if somebody that waits a week or 2 or 3 to call me, first thing I'm gonna be like, why you calling me now? Like, I want you to call me right away. Why you wait so long. It's going to look like setup. It's going to look like setup. Like, why? Especially you dealing with a hood chick. One of the first things you want to do when you start talking to her, they want to talk about where they going to go on the first date. Man, your first date with her should be on that phone. Y'all just talking. Long talks. Get to know her. Act better. Drill her. She don't want to answer your questions, don't call her no more. Nobody finna let you set them up. I gotta be able to fan down any of your guys that might try to get me. You know, so we gotta talk first. I want to know where you from. I want to know where you live. And I'm not going out on no date with nobody until I know their first and last name. Yep. Yes, sir. If you don't want to tell me your first and last name, what you trying to set me up? You trying to get your peoples down. Wacka, wacka, wacka. So, wait, hold on. It ain't even raining that bad. So, I call it, they in a hurry, that make it easier for you. Like, so you in a hurry? I want to talk to you. Come here. Basics. Still work. Oh, well, I got to do this. Okay, let me give you my number. Can you call me later? You need to be asking them. You single? Like, you single? Give them the quote fingers. You got to find out. I've been doing some research. That's how women communicate. They say single. That means they ain't got nobody. So if they lie about who they deal with, if they tell you they ain't dealing with nobody, you start hearing dudes call, like, I thought you wasn't dealing with nobody. They can't answer your questions right. Get rid of them. Don't be so thirsty to take things off of any of these women. Don't. Make it clear to them, you got to be the only dude. Tell them, if you practice polygyny, you can share me, but I ain't going to share you. Why I got to share you, but you can't share me? Because, listen, I ain't finna share you and then you be too open or this or that or possibly setting myself up to catch diseases. Go give them some reasons. But with them being in a hurry, or you could pull up, I'm kind of in a hurry, but I'm interested. Tell them flat out, like if you already know them, hey, listen, I wanted to talk to you. I wanted to tell you I'm kind of interested in you, like possibly a relationship of some kind. So is it all right if I give you my number so you can call me? Like, just don't stutter. Take your time, man. Don't be all nervous. Ain't nothing to be nervous about. You might not smash her, so you got to know that. You might not get nowhere with her. So what's the reason to be nervous? You might get all the way there with her. Could be a unicorn. That second, third time you start talking to him, you direct. Well, this is what I expect right here. You ask them, so what do you expect? And they be telling you, like, okay, give them feedback. Okay, I can see that. I can dig that. I can respect that. Then you tell them what you expect. Dude, this ain't for you guys just want to be sideshow simps. This is for guys who want to be the main course and the only course for the women that they deal with. I'm not trying to help you guys take dudes' wives and girlfriends, stuff like that. This ain't for you. Now, of course, you can use it. I can't control who use what I say, but it ain't for you. I can say that I'm not putting this on here for you. I'm putting this on here for dudes just trying to build up their hair, build up the women they deal with. You got to be assertive and direct with these women. You got to make sure if you got two concubines, you got to make sure they know about each other and they get along. And you got to make yourself available to them to the point where they feel like they losing something. If they catching the bus, You give them a ride sometime. You do this. You do things for them. You don't have no concubine you don't do nothing for. So, but then you make sure that they know that they got to get along with each other. And if they don't, you dump both of them. I ain't finna come home and they done tore up the house. They fighting. They face all scratched up. I'm getting rid of both of them. I don't need that. Ain't no way. Like, man, come on now. Come on now. Just like I'm not dealing with no woman that's unsure about me. That's another thing. You start talking to her, she seem unsure, uncertain about you. You be direct and you ask her. So where we going with this? Well, I got other friends. Okay, you got other friends. Okay, well let me get out of you and your friends' way then. You gotta ask the friends with benefits question from these women today. Just because they old don't mean some dude ain't coming knocking them off. And just because they young don't mean some dude is knocking them off. So, man, you gotta know how to talk to these women, man. You gotta be direct, you gotta be assertive, you gotta have confidence, you gotta realize that the Most High made you a man for a reason. He didn't make you no man to cater to them. You only gonna cater to the ones that cater to you. The more they do for you, the more you do for them. The less they do for you, the less you do for them. Simple as that. Cut and dry, simple, easy. Easy work. So, we'll pick up with this, man. Just let me know if y'all want me to continue this. Then we'll just make this part one. We'll continue this conversation. Me personally, I think we need to continue it because there's more to talk about in terms of approaching these women. It still work. It's just the main thing is confidence and the ability to deflect the rejection. I'm telling you, man, that one thing about me and my guys, when we used to chase women like that, which I believe is the same. I believe some things are the same. Man, when we got rejected, it was nothing. We still was laughing, joking, went on to the next. Sometime right in front of the other one, they'll walk past, shaking their head. Like, and sometimes we'd be like, what you shaking your head for? You didn't holler at it. But anyway, thanks for watching.